Why, hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Buffalo Dynasty here on NCAA Football 07. And to say the very least, week one did not go the way that we wanted it to go. But it's a new week, and we got a new opponent. It's our MAC opener, so we're finally getting some MACtion. Well, not even finally, because week two for MACtion is kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. But we're taking on Bowling Green. They're 0-1 to start the season. And they're not a particularly good team themselves. Not that that really matters because Temple was the worst team in college football. We still lost them. But it's a new week, so let's see what we can do here. So Bowling Green has the football here. They're going to give it off to MACtion, who goes right up the middle. Only gets about a yard. That'll lead to a 2nd and 9. Here's Turner. He throws left side. It's going to be caught by Brantley, and he's just short of the first down marker. That'll lead to a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake by Turner. Throws over the middle, and that's nearly picked off. Guzman just couldn't come up with it. But we hold him to a 3 and out, so that's always a positive. So now here's Jared Patterson getting some solid yards right side. Probably shouldn't have ran a pitch to the boundary side, but it happens. Here's Drew Willy trying to have a better game than he did in week one as he finds Chad Upshaw for the first down. So now 1st and 10. Willy out of the backfield. Throws right side. That's going to be caught by Terrence Bro. He's going to get across the 40 for the first down. So now 1st and 10. Willy dropping back. He throws right side. He's going to find Bro's tackled just short of the first down marker, but past the 30. But now 2nd and 1 is pretty manageable. We're going to throw it here as Willy. Quick throw right side. That's going to be to Brett the Hitman Hamlin. He gets the first down. So I'm going to have the gameplay muted a bit because I just realized in recording that the audio got kind of jacked up, but we're going to get an offsides call against Bowling Green there. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 1 after a 4-yard gain, and Willy just throws that completely off target. We're going to go for it on 4th and 1 because scared money don't make none, and that's just a wide open pass to Upshaw for the touchdown as we take a 7-0 lead. So quick update on one of the games we'll get studio updates for. South Carolina is up 3-0 over Georgia as MACtion cuts that inside. A nice run there to get the first down. And now about 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here's Turner. Throws offside, caught by Ruiz, and he probably should have just dropped that on purpose. Not that it really matters because they're going to get called for holding. Actually, it does kind of matter because I decided to decline it and take the down and distance instead of the 10 yards. So now 2nd and 13. Turner will throw left side. That's going to be caught by MACtion, and it's not going to matter what I did there because MACtion's going to run all the way down the left sideline. Luckily, Imes is able to make the tackle to save the touchdown, but I have zero regrets about declining that penalty because I wanted to give them less opportunity to get yards there as MACtion picks up about 5 on the carry. That leads to a 2nd and goal. And this time Turner on the play fake. He'll throw right side to the tight end Ogrobanak, who gets into the end zone for the touchdown as Blobby just couldn't keep up with him. And we are tied up at 7. Now we go to a studio update. South Carolina taking on Georgia. Blake Mitchell will throw right side. He's going to find Sidney Rice, who runs into the end zone for the touchdown. And just like that, South Carolina is up 10-0 over number 15 Georgia, looking for a huge upset within the SEC. So we get the football back here as Willy throws right side. That's going to be Hamlin again. And he actually lost forward progress there. So that's going to lead to a 2nd and 1, which isn't too bad as Willy throws left side. That's going to be caught by Upshaw. He's going to break a tackle, and he's into Bowling Green territory up to the 41. So we're definitely looking a lot better throwing the football than we did in the last game. I guess Willy just had some nerves. As here's Patterson, and that was just a foobar of a play. That'll lead to a 3rd and 14. They sent a corner blitz, so I just have to run it with Willy, and he actually does a good job of dragging the defender, but he's going to be 4 yards short of the first down marker. 4th and 4, we decide to go for it. Willy just throws it right to Perry for the pick, and I probably should have just lobbed that one over him, but I decided to throw a bullet pass, and that's what I got. That's a very bad habit of mine as we go out to South Bend where Penn State takes on Notre Dame, and Anthony Morelli with a big throw over the middle for the touchdown as the Nittany Lions are up 7-0 over number 3 Notre Dame. Bowling Green has the football here from the 43, 1st and 10. Here is a fake by Turner. He looks right side, throws an absolute dot to Kareem Byrom, who plays for my team. So that's a pick. So now we'll see what kind of damage we can do on offense after throwing our pick. But first and foremost, we're going back down to South Carolina. Georgia's trying to answer back here, but that one's going to be picked off, and South Carolina is looking very good against this shook Georgia team right now. Still 10-0, but it ain't looking good for the Bulldogs. First and 10 now as we get the ball back, as Willie drops back, throws right side. That's going to be caught by Hamlin, and he's going to fight his way forward for the first down, except it's not going to matter because we're going to get called for holding. Big downs, Liquid Richard. First and 20 now. Here is Patterson on the counter, and he stiff arms the defender. He must have learned some things from Derrick Henry, even though Henry was definitely like in elementary school when this game was out, but that don't matter. Anyways, here's Willie. He throws over the middle. He finds Upshaw. He gets tackled at midfield, and he has himself a first down. Time's winding down in the first quarter here as Willie rolls to his right. He has so much space, but I decided to pop it and throw into double coverage. Hamlin's able to get on the inside, however, and he gets the first. So, I don't know. Willie just looks a lot better this game than he did previously. So now we're going to run a halfback pass with James Starks, who was initially a quarterback, and I should have probably just ran that one. But you're going to see that play quite a bit this season. I definitely want to get James Starks some carries, but I also want to see what he does throwing the football. And that one's tipped away as I try to get it to Hamlin. That'll end the first quarter. We're tied at 7 apiece. So now we go back to South Carolina, where we have Blake Mitchell throwing off his back foot. Paul Oliver is going to take this back. That's why you don't throw off your back foot or throw across your body. Mitchell did both, and now Georgia's back in this game. It's 10-7. Going back to South Bend, we have Notre Dame driving here as Brady Quinn takes the snap, throws left side, and it's a one-handed grab by Jeff Samardzija. He's going to run all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. We're tied up at 7 apiece. Well, they are, I should say, as McGroarty comes out to open up the second quarter with a field goal, and we have ourselves a 10-7 lead over Bowling Green. But they get the football back here, as here is the fake by Turner. He throws right side. He's going to find Brantley, and he's across the 40 up to the 41, it looks like, for the first down, although they did mark him at the 40. But anyways, Turner on the play fake on 3rd and 7, and he throws off balance. That's going to hit the turf, and Bowling Green will punt it right back to us as we go back down to South Carolina, where Blake Mitchell's looking for some redemption here. He's going to let this one fly. Sidney Rice again. This ain't going to be the last time you hear his name today, as South Carolina gets a touchdown, 17-7. I'm pretty sure the flag was just roughing the passer or something like that. I think it was DPI, actually. Can't really remember. Anyways, we have the ball here. Here's Drew Willy on the option play, and we decided to throw it. It didn't work out. Wessinger called for a holding, so now it's 1st and 20. Here's Willy rolling to his left, looking to gain some kind of yardage. Throws off his back foot. It works out for us as Bro comes up with a grab. And it was a broken tackle away from a touchdown, potentially. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Willie drops back, looks, rolls to his left. He has some space, can't find anybody open, and he gets tackled just short of the marker. So we decided to go for it on 4th down. We're at midfield. I trust the defense against Bowling Green at least. And Willie just didn't throw a good pass there. That'll be a turnover on downs. As we go back to South Bend, Notre Dame's at the 16. They're looking to drive here, but then Walker's going to get blown up in the backfield. It's coughed up, and Penn State picks it up. So the Nittany Lions avoid giving up points before the half, and now they have a chance to get some of their own, as it's 7-all still out in South Bend. So now we go back to our game. Bowling Green has the ball at midfield now, and here's the direct snap to MACtion. He's going to break a tackle. He has the first down and more before he's finally pushed out at about the 35-yard line. So, new set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 34 to be exact. Here's Turner looking, and he throws left side to Drobenak, who comes up with it for the first. Into double coverage, we just couldn't make the play on the ball, and that's a recurring theme for us so far this season, if we're being completely honest. As Turner decides to scramble here, he's going to be tackled just short of the first down marker, but still too many yards given up by this defense. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 1. Handoff to MACtion, and he's blown up in the backfield by Ramon Guzman, who looks to be one of our best playmakers on this defense, and Bowling Green will settle for a field goal. And it's up, and it's good. We do get called for roughing the kicker, but for some reason, they decided to decline it. I guess they're just comfortable with taking the points, but honestly, I would accept it and take 4 more downs at getting a touchdown. But hey, whatever floats their boat, I guess. 3 minutes left in the first half as Patterson gets the handoff on the counter. He picks up a few yards on the play. That'll lead to a 2nd and 6. Willie will drop back this time. Pretty good protection there. As he throws left side, he's going to find Wallace, who makes the grab for the first down. Jeff Niedermeyer is injured on the play. And with how bad our offensive line already is, we can't really afford to have any of our backups in. But here we are, 3rd and 10. Willie lets it fly right side, and it's going to be caught by Hamlin, who somehow gets a foot in bounds. I ain't complaining. New set of downs here as we decide to go no huddle just to avoid a challenge happening as Hamlin comes up with that one. So we're just short of the first down marker, 2nd and inches now, and Patterson's able to force his way forward for the first down up to the 9. 1st and goal. Here's a play fake by Willie. Looks left side to a wide open Upshaw. He's going to get touchdown number 2 of the game, and we take a 7-point lead once again. Back in South Carolina we go as Georgia looks to get some points on the board. Thomas Brown runs it in for the touchdown, and it's 17-14. But now here's South Carolina answering right back as Mitchell throws left side, and who else? It's Sidney Rice once again. He's going to get his 3rd touchdown of the game. He is having a monstrous performance today as South Carolina's up 24-14 over Georgia. I mean, it just ain't looking good for the Bulldogs like I mentioned already, but we'll give you guys more as the game goes along. Here's a big throw to Brantley over the middle for the first down as Bowling Green decides to go into their 2-minute offense, which is a good decision. I'm not saying it's a bad one, but you know. As Turner runs that one up the middle, he picks up 9. That'll lead to a 3rd and 1, under a minute to go, and Macon's going to get the first down, just dives for it to be sure. Bowling Green burns a timeout. 1st and 10 now. Turner looks, and he's going to throw off his back foot, and that's going to be caught somehow by Brantley for the touchdown as Mark Abraham is injured for us. That was just a ridiculous throw, but that's par for the course for these PS2 games. If your secondary's not any good, they're going to give up those big plays, and we did right there. And Willie's going to go down for a huge sack, pause, as it's going to lead to a 2nd and 23. And at this point, we're just going to let the clock run down as much as possible. Willie throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Bro, who's tackled near midfield. So now with 10 seconds to go, we got a chance of doing something big here. Willie's going to let it fly left side. It's going to be caught by Patterson. And Jared Patterson's going to get into the end zone right before the half. And we're up 24-17. Our passing game just looks so much better than it did against Temple. But now Bowling Green has a chance to cheese us. And it wouldn't be the first time I gave up a Hail Mary touchdown this late in the game. But Turner decides to run it. He actually gets a really good run. And if we got called for a face mask, they'd have a chance at a field goal or something like that. But that's not the case. He's tackled inside the 20. Time has expired. We're going to go to the half up 24-17 over Bowling Green. So now some more updates here. The 3rd quarter has just started for South Carolina, Georgia. And Mitchell finds, well, I don't even have to say his name at this point. He is having himself a game. 31-14. South Carolina is absolutely dominating this game so far. And just a quick update from Penn State versus Notre Dame. The Nittany Lions got a field goal to end the half to make it 10-7. So now we get the football to start the second half of this game as Patterson gets the handoff. He's going to pick up about 9. That'll lead to a very manageable 2nd and 1. Just love having these short yardage situations because we can do whatever the hell we want to do pretty much. And here's a nice throw to Hamlin who catches it right before he goes out of bounds. He's over 100 yards now. And now we face a 3rd down. And here's a throw right side. And Hamlin just couldn't hold on to that one. That's disappointing to say the very least, but now Bowling Green will try to tie it up here as Turner drops back, throws right side. It's going to be caught by Odrobanek, and he gets a nice gain and a first down. Now 3rd and 4 from the 42. Turner looks, has time, throws right side, and Odrobanek can't get a foot down. But there is a little laundry on the field. It's going to be roughing the passer against Labano Akanjin. So not a great situation as Turner keeps it on the read option. He is well short of the first down marker. It's 4 down territory for them, however. And Turner has nobody open because they all decided to run curl routes for God knows what reason. We stop it. It's a turnover on downs. And now we're looking to extend our lead here. Here's a counter to Patterson. He spins inside and gets some really good yardage. Just poor tackling there by Bowling Green. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff to Patterson. He rolls to the left. He's going to break a tackle. Picks up the first down. Again, Bowling Green is just really struggling with tackling in this game. But they're not a very good team, so I'm not really too surprised by that. As McDuffie comes into the game, he gets a nice gain and a first down. I definitely have to utilize McDuffie a whole lot more in my offense, if I'm being completely honest. As Willie throws right side, it's going to be Hamlin who comes down with this one. He's up to the 10-yard line. And now it's going to be 3rd and goal, and James Starks is in the backfield once again. It's a halfback pass. He's going to throw to Hamlin for the touchdown. That's the great thing about James Starks being a good running back and being a quarterback. He has the throw power to make those throws and the accuracy as well. So now we're up by 2 scores. It's 31-17 as Boomer makes the catch over the middle. Yes, his last name is actually Boomer. I know it's funny. Now here's Turner. He rolls to the left, trying to run for the first down, but Imes tackles him just short. But it is 3rd and 1 now, so we'll see what they do here. Turner keeps it himself, and Smith tackles him, but he still gets the first down. Still a good effort by Andre Smith, but just not enough. Now here's Turner. He's going to roll to his left, throws, and he's going to find Ruiz. I'm sure that wasn't who he was intending to throw that to, but it worked out for him regardless. So now 2nd and 8. Turner on the read option. He's going to pick up a few yards there. Guzman on the tackle. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 5. And Turner keeps it himself again. And this time he's going to be tackled just short. Although this is the area where they probably would go for it if they really wanted to. But they decided to punt it. So a little confusing there. But Patterson's blown up in the backfield. He loses a couple. That'll end the 3rd quarter. We're up 31-17. So South Carolina's up 37-14 with 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. It ain't looking too good for them. Penn State's up 10-7, 4:55 left in the game. And we'll see if Notre Dame can make any type of a comeback here as Willie rolls to his right, throws off target. It's going to be incomplete, so now we have to punt it away. So we'll see what Bowling Green can do. They have plenty of time to come back in this one, but in the 2nd half, they haven't really looked all that proficient offensively, but there's Ruiz getting the first down for him. Now 1st and 10. Here's Turner handing it off to MACtion. MACtion up the middle. He runs back to the left, and he's able to get up to the 24-yard line. They got to give him more carries, honestly, if they want to come back into this game. Now here's a handoff to MACtion. He cuts it back inside. He's going to get the first down again, as we just cannot stop the run. So basically the tech to beating us is just having a good run game. As Turner throws right side, that's going to be picked off by byrom. And look, I really thought that was going to be a DPI, but I'll take it. It's his 2nd pick of the game. And now we have an opportunity to run the clock down here as Patterson gets the handoff, takes it outside, and he back jukes the defender, breaks the tackle, and he's across the 20. So good solid rushing there for Patterson. That's going to lead to a 1st and 10. Willie drops back, steps up, he'll throw. He finds Kizabeth, and he's going to get the first down up to the 44-yard line. So Willie at least hasn't been sacked as much as he was in the first game. That's pretty good. Here's a throw left side. That's going to be Bro who comes up with the catch, and he's going to get across the 40. So we're really doing a pretty good job moving the football here while also keeping the clock running. Hand off to Patterson. He goes around the corner, and he's going to get up to about the 29-yard line. Solid gain for him there. We'll mark him down at the 30 to be fair. 2nd and 3. Quick throw over the middle. That's going to be Hamlin. It was a little behind him, and he coughs up the football, but luckily Terrence Bro's there to pick it up. And we're at the 15 now. 1st and 10. Willie looks right side. Not a very good throw, but Hamlin comes up with it regardless, and that's his 10th catch of the game. He had a good one in this one. Hand off to a Beckway. He's going to get across the 5 up to the 3 for the first down. And now to put the cherry on top, McDuffie's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. He definitely deserves a lot more carries throughout the rest of the season. He is a senior this year, so I definitely want to get him involved a little bit more. But we are up 38-17. And here's South Carolina just putting the coup de grace on the game here. Big throw from Mitchell. And that's going to be another touchdown. That's actually not Sidney Rice this time, so works out for them. Notre Dame also drives down the field. Here's a big throw over the middle to Samardzija from Brady Quinn, and Notre Dame takes a 14-10 lead with 2:03 left in the game. So now we'll see what Bowling Green can do here as Turner throws offside. That's going to be a short gain for Ruiz as Evans tackles him. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's Turner looking, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. Just didn't get the ball away in time. That's going to lead to a very, very tough 3rd and 16 as we go back over to Penn State Notre Dame, as that's going to be picked off by Tom Zibikowski. Morelli was trying to get it to his receiver. Didn't work out for him, and now Notre Dame's looking to close the game out. 3rd and 16 for Bowling Green here as Turner throws right side into triple coverage, and that's incomplete. And Bowling Green will actually punt it away at this point, just waving the white flag as Notre Dame looks to put away Penn State, and Darius Walker's going to run it in for the touchdown. A little bit of redemption for the fumble earlier as Notre Dame's up 21-10 and looking to close this game out now. So 4th down for Bowling Green after we went 3 and out, and Turner's going to be brought down by Hilaire for the sack. And that's going to do it here as we get a 38-17 victory, our first of the season, our first of the series. And this was just a complete day and night from the Temple game. We played like absolute garbage against Temple, but I feel like outside of the pick in the first half, we really played as well as we could have. Our run defense could have been a little bit better, but our passing game looked great. Our offense in general looked really good, and our defense made plays when they needed to, especially in the second half. So Drew Willy went 22 of 38, 382, 3 touchdowns and a pick in this one. Patterson had over 100 yards of total offense and a receiving touchdown. Hamlin, 10 catches, 145 and a touchdown. Upshot, 49 yards and 2 touchdowns on 5 catches. Just a great game overall for our guys, and I'm proud of the way they played. Notre Dame won 21-10 over Penn State. Brady Quinn had a pretty solid game. Jeff Samardzija with 2 touchdowns, including the go-ahead touchdown. And Walker, even though he had a rough game, he ended up closing things out with a touchdown as a little redemption for the fumble earlier, and a rough one for Penn State as they dropped this one late. And South Carolina pulls off a huge upset over Georgia. 44-14 was the final over there. Sidney Rice had 7 catches, 258 yards, and 4 touchdowns in this game. Just absolutely humiliating this Georgia defense. Joe Tereshinski did not have a good game. He threw 3 picks, was 10-20 for 94 yards. But now we go to another game. It's number 2 versus number 1 as Ohio State comes down to Austin, Texas to take on the reigning, defending, undisputed national champion Texas Longhorns. Now, Ohio State's had a little bit of a disadvantage because they don't have Troy Smith in this game. He's out for most of the season with an injury, as Jevin Sneed gets the start for Texas, not Colt McCoy. He finds Limas Sweed left side for the first down that leads to a Texas field goal. And now, Ohio State with a little trickery here as Antonio Pittman tried to throw that one to Justin Zwick, who's starting for Ohio State. That turns into a fumble, and now Texas looks to close things out. Here's Sneed, runs right side. He's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown as the Longhorns are up 10-0 now over Ohio State. But Zwick ain't going like that, or at least he's trying not to. He throws right side, finds Anthony Gonzalez, and he's going to go all the way to the residence, celebrating on his way there, and it's 10-7. Second quarter now. Here's Sneed looking. Plenty of time to throw, and he finds Limas Sweed up the seam for the touchdown, and Texas is up 17-7. Although, that's not actually what happened because Sneed is very clearly out of bounds. So Texas would actually have to kick a field goal off of that, and I don't even know what they were looking at there. There was no way that was actually a touchdown. So now here's Zwick, throwing over the middle. That's going to be picked off, however. Not a good decision there at all, as Michael Griffin, the future Titan, ends up making the play there. Now here's Sneed, handing off to Jamal Charles, and Charles breaks the tackle. Jamal Charles with a nice run there. He gets up to the 45-yard line, and now another handoff to Charles up the middle. He's going to be tackled at the 1 now, and now here is Sneed, throws right side. That's going to be caught for the touchdown, as it is now 23-7 with the throw to Billy Pittman. So it ain't looking good for Ohio State at the half. 23-7 is the score. But now we're into the second half. Here's the punt. Back to return for Ohio State is Ted Ginn Jr. And Ted Ginn Jr. is going to go down the left sideline. He's going to take it all the way to the Casa, just celebrating on his way there. And Ohio State ends up kicking an extra point to make it 23-14. Now here's Pittman trying to redeem himself for the fumble earlier. He's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown, and Ohio State is down by 1 score now. And then Texas decides they're going to punt it again, who already has a punt return touchdown. That's logical. Not actually, but I guess. As he's going to get his second punt return touchdown of the game, Ohio State takes the lead now. It is 29-23 now because they're going to go for 2 here, and it's going to work out for them. Texas is trying to drive down the field here, but now Snead's going to throw a pick. It's going to be a pick 6 for Marcus Freeman. Yes, the IRL Notre Dame head coach. And the Buckeyes were down 23-7 at the half. They storm all the way back to win this one by a final score of 36-23. Just an awful second half for Texas. And Ohio State actually only had 5 total first downs in this entire game. But Ted Ginn Jr. with the hard carry in the second half, and Marcus Freeman having a big pick as well. That helps Ohio State overcome a tough first half. And Texas's offense just completely disappeared in the second half. I just don't even know what to say about that. But Ohio State is still number 1 now. Notre Dame moves up to 2. USC moves to 3 on a bye week. And Texas drops all the way down from 2 to 8. And Penn State actually drops down to 14, actually. So not too bad of a drop for Penn State. Definitely a lot better than I thought they would be. Cal actually lost to Minnesota, so they dropped from 13 to 19. And South Carolina's ranked now after smashing Georgia. So Brady Quinn, coming off a really solid performance against Penn State, is still your top Heisman candidate. Adrian Peterson's number 2, right behind him. Then you have Rufus Alexander as well for Ohio State. You'll actually see these guys next as they take on Oregon in their next game. And then Chris Leak didn't really do much against UCF, but he's still ranked even though he went down. And then Ted Ginn Jr. has found his way into the top 5 candidates as well after his big performance against Texas. So in week number 3, we'll be taking on Northern Illinois, which will be a really tough game. They're arguably the best team in the MAC, and we'll have to see how that goes for us. So as far as games we're going to watch as far as studio updates go, we're going to be watching Oklahoma versus Oregon, as I alluded to. We're also going to look at LSU versus Auburn. And we're actually going to look at Nebraska versus USC. I thought about Miami and Louisville, but I decided against it since we already watched Miami at some point this year. But let me know in the comments section how you feel about the series so far. Let me know if you've enjoyed the studio updates. And feel free to create a prospect down below. I'll have the template in the comment section down below. So if you want to make players, just reply to the comment that I have the template up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new to the channel. And we're going to keep this mofo rolling here, guys. I'll see you in the next one.